I get in my car. I don't remember starting it. I don't remember going anywhere. But all of a sudden, I hit the center divider of the freeway.
Ooh.
And that'll sober you up real quick. I call everyone in my phone, my mom, my dad, my sisters. No one's answering. I call my sister's roommate. She picks up. She's like, what's going on? I'm like, I crashed my car. She's like, okay, here's your sister. My sister is like, I was like, I drank. And she was like, just chew gum, drink water, and don't tell the cops that you were drinking. Like, no matter what you do, don't
advice.
say that. Highway Patrol comes, and they come to the window, and I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm a comedian, and I'm so tired because I work late. Keep in mind, I did like one open mic. And I'm like, you don't understand. Like, it's a grind. They let me go. My sisters came and picked me up, and when I got in my sister's car, they were like, you reek of alcohol. So it was like a miracle.
White people cop stories are kind of amazing. yeah, I know.
Like
I have such
cringy.
worse ones, but Luke never wants to do them because he cringes too hard.
It'll be like a hippy dippy white girl like talking about being an empath and
Yeah,
chakras
it's
and
really-
Have you
stuff.
seen that like super hippie white girl with like dreads?
Yeah, we
who
played
sings
her.
that
Yeah.
song?
Yes.
Yeah, she's like, I just want to tell you I'm an empath.
Yeah.
It's very funny when they always try to sound like an R&B lady or like a Alicia Keys or something. They're like, ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that like all the comments were like, this is so inspiring. Like, there weren't any negative
they were
comments.
so positive.
They were all like, this is great.
They're like, oh, she's a whole vibe.
Yes.
She a whole vibe for real. She's also just a white lady.
You gotta think those are like hardcore trust fund kids, right? Like every time. Like,
Yeah, I
Probably,
saw
yeah.
whatever, how I don't know when, but the other day I was at a coffee shop, and I was sitting, and there was like, I saw a band forming, a little jazz
nice.
band,
Okay.
and two of the guys in the band were like wearing Vans and like button downs, and then there's one guy in like just cloth wrapped around his head
Okay.
and like sweatbands.
Yeah.
And
he was really going for something.
and then his friends were there, and they were all like crust punks.
Yeah.
They had dogs. That's one of the
Oh,
dogs'
yeah.
name was like Skank, and the other was Goliath.
Yeah.
And they had like a brand new, like perfectly breeded dog, and they're like, "Yeah, it's part coyote." I'm like, "Okay."
They're like trying to downplay their perfect
Yeah.
dog.
They're like, it's a coyote or something. I don't
Yeah,
know.
coyote mix. I don't know,
Mm.
but then they're like I'm eavesdropping, and they're telling a story about like their friends, and they're like, yeah, you know, like Laser was at the bar last night, and then like literally like Razor kicked him out, and you're never gonna believe like Wolf was there, and I'm like, you have like a $5,000 dog,
Yeah.
you have money.
You
Yeah.
can't be friends with a guy
I think
named
it's
Laser.
only people who have a lot of money who are like, this is how I rebel.
Right. They
Yeah.
want to cosplay poor, so it like
Yeah.
makes their family upset at Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they're like, they're like, Bernard, get the mashed potatoes. He's like, I'm Wolf now.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
I'm Laser now.
There's no like lower middle class like white trash people that end up with like dreads and like I'm an empath, like this kind of like that crust punk thing.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's like a type. That archetype, like there's a few archetypes that I didn't see until I left Buffalo. Like that person doesn't exist in my hometown.
No,
There's not one
there's
of them.
not a lot of Floridians like that either.
No, that's
Believe it or not.
the Florida
No,
felt a little more like
There's gotta be
Like-
people like that
in
Florida.
Miami, I bet.
Yeah,
Like rich white kids who pretend to be like crust punks. Like
Yeah,
crust
like people-
punks? It's too
yeah.
hot to be a crust punk in Florida.
No,
You have to be outside
no.
all the time.
it's part of their story. They want like that leather skin.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't remember seeing a lot of crust punks in
Yeah,
Florida.
can't imagine you're like in that scene.
Actually, in Orlando, there was a few I remember seeing,
Yeah.
actually. On the corner. They were playing like a shitty, like a mandolin that's looks like they beat it up on purpose.
This guy at the coffee shop, he was playing like a stand-up bass, I
Yeah.
think. Just that giant. He was killing it.
He was really good.
Oh, yeah.
Probably he went to like Berkeley.
Yeah,
One-
he played with Juilliard
Yeah.
for that.
His dad's probably like David Geffen. Or
Yeah.
Yeah. His dad's a huge bassist.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm surprised because I'm like, this is the type of guy who's shooting up heroin. So the fact that his arms are still fucking rocking that stand-up bass,
Yeah.
impressive.
Very
Yeah.
impressive. He's like nodding.
Yeah.
When I was in when I was in Boston, I lived like near Berkeley, and you'd see like there were like Asian kids that were like, you know, hardcore, like very drilled into whatever they're doing, like could have gone Ivy League, but they're musicians, so they would just be kind of like very like, okay, like, you know, like into it.
Yeah.
But then they would just like shred an electric guitar.
Yeah.
Like unreal, or like drums. like the best drummer you've ever seen. It'd be
Yeah.
like a little Chinese like kid that got here on a scholarship just to like tear it up on the drums.
That makes sense. He's like Ivy Leaguing himself into music.
Yeah, like
Yeah, like, you know, probably had parents who were like very seriously like, you're gonna shred.
yeah, like future rock
It's
stars
either
off
doctor,
of
engineer,
academics.
shred.
Yeah,
Those are the three options.
Yeah, it's fun because like the idea of being a musician is like dirty,
Yeah.
like fucking whatever,
Yeah.
laid back. But to take it so seriously is so sick.
Yeah, that actually is cool. If you know all like the music theory stuff, I'm glad there's nothing like that for comedy.
comedy theory.
Yeah, yeah. There's some guy and they start a school. And it's like,
Well, I went to Emerson. They were teaching. I took one of those classes.
Oh,
When I was
really?
at Emerson. They had my last year there. They had a stand-up comedy major that they added,
Whoa.
which is hilarious. But I took a class, like a comedy writing class.
how was it?
It was all right. It was like I liked the things like we wrote a spec script.
Yeah,
And then the classmates got to read your spec script, and you got to like
Okay.
cast the people. That was fun,
That's
but it was
cool.
taught by like a very unfunny lady.
Yeah,
and
it's
she wanted you to like
impossible.
drill into like A story, B story. But you could choose whatever you wanted, and I chose Louis, and I was like, do I still have to do the A story, B story? She's like, no, I mean he never does that. So you can just kind of do whatever you want. I was
That's
like,
sick.
it's kind of kind of like snuck around the rules.
Yeah. I can't imagine taking like a stand-up class. They have to have a stand-up class.
They
right?
have a stand up major. They definitely
That's
have classes.
insane, dude.
Yeah, they would have like.
I want to know
shows.
what yeah. I would love to see that show at the end of the fucking
Notable
semester.
comedic arts alumni.
Cassie David.
You know that person?
Yeah, it's Larry David's daughter.
Oh well, nepo baby.
Yeah, but Dennis
Formerly-
Leary didn't go for comedy. Dennis Leary probably went for communications or marketing or something.
Yeah, no, it's way too old. Notable comedic alumni. They didn't study comedy in the 90s.
No.
Or he probably went in the fucking 80s.
Yeah, and the teacher was like this lady. They were like, she's unbelievable. She's done so much in comedy. It was like she had written like 4 episodes of Full House. I'm like, this is not really my vibe of what I would think.
You know what's funny? Probably with syndication, she was doing great.
Oh,
She's-
yeah.
She gets like $2,500 checks every other week. Because
Yeah,
she wrote
definitely.
4 episodes of Full
I
House.
had
probably
all
crushed
those
it.
box set DVDs.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
You probably gave her $5.
Yeah.
Shouts out.
Shouts out to her. Shouts out to me, really.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
More people should do that.
What? Shut themselves out?
Yeah.
Shout
I
out to
mean-
me. You know who you are.
I couldn't have done it without me.
Yeah.
I want to be real. That'd be nice, dude.
There are people who like in LA. I've heard like just were like a producer person that you've never heard.
Yeah.
You've never like heard their name, but they worked on like All in the Family or some like hugely successful like King of Queens.
Yeah.
And they have like a giant
They have a
gargantuan mansion in like Hancock Park.
It's
Yeah,
funny.
there's been times where I've like gone over to like friends of friends' houses for like a party or a gathering, and then I'll see like an Emmy or something in their house, and I'm
Yeah.
like, who the fuck are you? Why do they give this out to everyone? Like
Yeah, and
how?
you're like, my dad was the assistant DP on Everybody Hates Chris.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, really? Yeah, he made like $6 million. But
Insane.
oh, okay, cool. Yeah, Terry Crews is a big friend of the family.
Are you still at the store a lot? Is it still like kind of grimy and ridiculous?
It's a little bit. I just saw a photo. I guess Jack White was there
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
the other night. Yeah,
That's
if
sick.
that's like grimy and cool,
That's pretty hard rock.
I don't know. Yeah, I
That's
don't
rock and
know.
roll.
But it's like it's still fun. I mean, it's like if you don't know anything about comedy, the Laugh Factory is the biggest club in
Yeah.
LA. Like if you're a tourist visiting from out of town, you're like,
Yeah.
I have to go to the Laugh Factory.
Yeah.
But if you like know about comedy, it's very
The
much
store.
like the store
Yeah.
is where you go.
Okay.
I was on the patio there one time, and there was this old guy like chatting me up, and he was kind of a drunk, and he looked kind of homelessy, but he was like, "I'm a billionaire," and I was like, "Whatever, you're like schizophrenic." And then he's like, "No, I invented this like technology in exit signs to make them run continuously," and I was like, "Okay." So I'm like biting a little bit, and then he explained it in detail, and I was like, "You might be a billionaire. I don't know. I guess like you are." And then he was like, "Yeah, I got this girl meeting me," and I was like, "Oh, cool, man." And then he was like, "You ever heard of such and such?" And it was like a porn star I had known.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Yeah, she's gonna meet me." I'm like, "Bullshit."
Yeah.
He's like, "No, she's on her way." And then I had like one more beer with him, and sure enough, she showed up.
Wow.
She did not look the same as I remember. She's had some rough days in
Yeah. Gone
between
through
when
it.
I used to consume her content.
Yeah,
And
do you remember
No.
her name?
I can't remember the
Oh,
name,
man.
but
That would be
she
sick.
was she was a version of her. It was the right person.
I hope they're like happily married now. I think
Yeah,
that would
that'd be
be
so
really
nice.
beautiful.
It's like a match made in
That'd
heaven.
be so
Yeah.
great. I just want to like. That's what I hope my girlfriend like invents something. I've been pressuring her to invent something useful.
Yeah.
Get innovative.
Yeah, she's just been doing like 3D animation and stuff.
You're
I'm
just
like,
making her watch Shark Tank. Like an
I'm
idea
like-
will come.
I'm like whispering, like I'm like Scrub Daddy. Just
Yeah.
randomly when she walks by, Scrub Daddy, Scrub Daddy, dude. I just hope she does something like that. You know, that'd be nice.
Can't
So
be on
she
you. You wouldn't invent anything.
I can't invent shit, dude. What am I gonna invent?
My mind doesn't even think like I have friends who are like, yeah, dude, we got this idea. It's like when you're in the shower, you want to use your phone, but and they're like, it's like very like bro inventions. Like,
Yeah, it's like you want a beer koozie, but you also want to
Yeah.
text your girl.
you want to have the shower beer, but you don't want the water to go in the beer. So it's like a cup holder with
It's like a sippy cup for your beer.
It's got like an awning on it.
Did you guys have? I remember in like 5th grade or something, we had to make an invention.
You made a whole invention?
You don't make it, but you like
Write up an idea?
Yeah, you write up an invention. I still remember mine because I think it's genius.
What is it? Do you want to share it, or are you afraid it'll be taken?
No, because I think it's already happened at this point. And if it hasn't, that's insane, and
Yeah.
I'm never gonna make it. So
Okay.
Christoph's
Shouts
girlfriend's
out
gonna
to me.
steal it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell my girlfriend about it and be like,
Tell
do that. Yeah,
So you guys are familiar with a washer and dryer, correct?
of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've heard of it.
So my idea
Yeah.
is the washer is on top,
Dryer
on bottom.
and you just
and then there's like a little sliding thing at the bottom.
Yeah.
Once it's done, once it's
Yeah.
all drained out, drop it in. That's it.
yeah.
That's pretty good.
That's not bad.
5th grade.
yeah,
5th grade.
I'm pretty impressed. That's pretty good.
That's actually
Yeah.
really good for a 5th
Yeah.
grade invention. I feel like we
Yeah.
did do that, but I don't remember our invention. It was
I
probably
had
something
another
so
one as well.
stupid.
I was a baby genius. Here's
Yeah?
another
What was the
one.
other?
Yeah, we had another one.
I think this one definitely has already happened.
Okay.
But because my dad's like a big fat ass, growing up, like he'd always bring food with him wherever we went. He'd always have like a full fucking like Yeti filled with food. And so I'm like, we got to get the center console. It needs to be a cooler.
Yeah.
But I think there are cars.
That's like
that
an
now have that.
alcoholic dream.
Yeah.
Can you imagine just slide up? There's fucking 4 ice cold Bud Lights
Just road beer.
right in
Yeah.
your Tahoe, dude. That'd be unbelievably comfortable. I would love that.
I worked this union job one time, and I worked with this guy, Billy, and he was just counting the seconds until we got off the clock. And he'd go, all right, see you guys later. And his routine was he'd walk right out of the workplace, grab his cooler of beer out of the back of his pickup truck, and just put it on his lap in the driver's seat. It's like, it wasn't that long, but he had like a 10-minute drive home. He's like, I need it right here.
He has 2
I love
roadies
that.
on the 10-minute drive. Oh, you want to hear my stupid idea?
Yeah.
This is an idea I was pitching to people when I was younger. I was complaining about having, like trash bags were annoying me because I'd have to take out the trash all the time. So I was like, what if we had reusable trash bags?
What do you
It was a
wash
bad
them?
idea,
Wash
right?
them.
That's
It was a bad
disgusting.
Isn't that a horrible
You
idea?
still, and it also doesn't eliminate any problem. You still have to throw away your trash and take it out.
Yeah, but you can dump it, and then you don't have
Yeah,
to...
but the easiest part is forgetting about it. Now you're like lugging in soiled.
All of
I
Christoph's
said it was a bad
Bad,
idea. I
dude,
said
this
it was a bad
sucks.
idea.
All of Christoph's
God.
inventions were just disgusting. He's like, toilet paper, but you never have to flush.
Toilet paper, but it's edible. So you can eat it.
Before or after you
Yeah.
use it, it's still edible.
Reusable trash bag.
I have an idea. It's a straw, but it goes on your penis. You can drink your pee.
And straight into your mouth.
Yeah.
So a catheter. Yeah, but it hooks up to your mouth. It's a beer, but it's like a beer helmet filled with piss. Yeah.
Her
I think it's a
invention was
good
trying to
idea.
make chores more efficient. Yours was just like, let's just
Making it
like never
harder
finish
again.
the chore.
Yeah, I'm like, let's have an unfinishable, stinky.
So gross, dude.
I was like, you can put them in the washer and put fucking mold in your washer every day.
Now you
No,
have to
it's a
do
bad idea.
laundry.
It's a bad idea.
Yeah, it's a bad idea.
It's a terrible idea.
We had one of those, but I went to an all-boys school, so I just made the invention funny.
Yeah.
And I just, he would give you an item, and you had to go, it was like a random item, and you go, you have to turn this into an invention, like find a utility for it.
Yeah.
It was in like a public speaking class or something. And he gave me this metal circle, and I just said it was to tone your cock. I called it the Wiener Weight, and I said you do squats, but it's not the squats. They work your legs, but this tones your penis. And
How old were you?
I was like 15, like
Oh,
not
okay.
where I wasn't. It wasn't like
23.
psychotic. Yeah, no, I was like 15, but I remember it was like the first type of comedy I ever did because I did it, and all the dudes in the class were dying, and I got
nice.
the classic black guys running around in circles.
That's incredible.
And I was like, damn, this
What a
is
feeling.
great.
What a feeling.
It was great. Yeah, just to tone your cock
Did
weight.
you ever try to do something funny for a school project and then it bombed?
No.
Yeah, me neither, dude.
What was let's hear.
I don't even remember what it was. It was some kind of like poem.
I was killing back in school.
Yeah?
Yeah, no.
No? We had to do like a poem that we all presented, and then I tried to make mine funny, and then it was just like stone-faced.
Yeah.
Something about like funny things to name your kid was like the theme of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like fucking gay idiot, whatever. But it was like, I'm going to name my kid. I was basically trying to rip off that ladies and gentlemen joke.
Oh,
Louis
yeah.
CK joke. I was just
Ladies and
doing-
gentlemen, please.
Yeah. I tried to rip that off, and it completely bombed.
I feel like this is a stolen bit.
Yeah, they're like, Louis did it
Hack.
first. Hack.
I was
All those
kidding your Tampa
14-year-old
grade school.
kids, yeah.
Hack.
Fucking loser. But that was humiliating.
Yeah, I don't think I ever like tried to make like a project funny, but I remember just like during class I'd be putting on shows, like
Yeah.
I'd be dancing and singing.
Like for the other kids in class?
To anyone?
Yeah.
Anyone.
You'd like wave them down.
Yeah, I'm like, guys,
Hey.
the show's starting. Yeah,
I didn't mature out of that. I went to Emerson. Yeah, like I said, I went to Emerson for a year or two. And
Yeah.
we had this crazy lady taught this class. It was called Oral Presentation of Literature. And you'd basically
nice.
just take literary works and have to read them out loud for the class in a very inspiring way. She was super annoying, obsessed with Edgar Allan Poe. Classic dumb person thing to be obsessed with Edgar Allan Poe.
She have a bunch of tattoos.
Yeah.
No, she was old. So it was like old, like she'd wear like dark pea coats, and she had like
Oh,
thick frame
no,
glasses and like
dude.
weird, like almost like Doc Brown hair.
Dude, she's like she's an evil scientist.
Yeah, she dressed like an evil scientist on purpose, and she was obsessed with Edgar Allan Poe.
That's
like,
awesome.
It's so annoying.
That's great.
But she already had hated me, and we had to pick a song and read it as a poem.
Oh.
So like
that's a classic.
people would be like, they would pick like a Springsteen, like a tearjerker or whatever it is, Radiohead, and they would read it like a poem, and like it's supposed to be like emotionally moving.
Yeah.
I picked Versace by the Migos. So I was just like Versace.
Wait, we had to do that. I have like zero memories of class in college because I went to maybe like 6 classes and then decided I was done.
Yeah.
But I remember that is a time where I think I picked some like silly song. We had to do the same thing. I don't remember what it was because I've like blacked it all out.
Yeah.
But I feel, does everyone have to do that
I
at
think
some
that's
point?
part of like it's a classic like they fold their arms like over the chair and they're like, you know what, rap is poetry.
Yeah.
Migos, they're poets.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh really? Your favorite singer? He's a poet.
Listen to the lyrics.
Man. He's using rhyme scheme, meter. ABAC. Rhyme schemes. It's all in the lyrics. It's like a white guy with a ponytail.
Oh,
I
love a white guy.
Oh yeah.
Especially if they're a little bit bald on top.
yeah, just a little.
So good.
Yeah?
And then just like a long, like very thin,
Yeah,
wispy.
thin and wispy. Dude, we had a teacher who was like a hot guy with a ponytail in like 2000 and when did I go to high school? 2011, 2012, and every girl wanted him.
Really?
He was such a hot guy. He was like a tall, skinny guy who was like kind of shredded.
Yeah.
He was kind of diced and lean and tall, and he played guitar.
He
majored in ska.
no.
Yeah, he told
No.
me. He told me he majored in ska. He majored in ska at FSU.
No.
And all the girls were
Florida
like,
State.
yeah. I mean, no. Yeah, of course he's teaching English in Tampa.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
No one could be more of a freaking bum.
We had a hot, sexy teacher.
Are you remembering them?
Yeah, he's not hot, but he's teacher hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where he just feels like a father. You know, like you're a good dad
Yeah.
maybe. And like I want you to be my little daddy. And he asked me to babysit for him. And I was like, this is what I've been chosen. Like I'm gonna get fucked by my teacher. I bet he doesn't even have kids. Like, I was so stoked.
That's awesome.
And so then I go over to his place, and his wife is there, and his kids are there, and I had to
total
actually
cockblock.
babysit.
Total cock blocks these
That
kids.
sucks.
And then I
What
just
a
found
bummer.
out that he kind of got let go because
For-
now he was drunk. He showed up drunk at work.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's probably because he regrets not fucking me.
Yeah, he had a drinking problem
Yeah.
after that. He's like, I should have.
Should have. I was 17. It's like almost legal.
If I didn't have those goddamn kids getting away from me.
Every day he's like haggard at a bar. He's like just drinking tears in his beard, just like the regrets I have.
2011. I could have really done something.
Could have been somebody. Yeah, no, that would suck, dude. I don't think we've talked about this before, but
And he's divorced now.
nice. Hit him up, dude.
Slide
I know
in,
you have
dude.
yeah, you have a boyfriend. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, but I'll still hit up my teacher. I have to study.
Yeah, you need to learn 11th grade English all over again.
Yeah, my boyfriend would understand.
Yeah.
He knows I'm stupid.
That'd be funny if you're dumb enough to pull that off.
Yeah.
You're like, I really got to learn conjugations.
Yeah.
Yeah, babe, I have to
You
go
do.
back to high school.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, I'm sure you do.
Sorry,
don't
babe.
doubt it.
I haven't mastered adverbs.
I need to get, my times tables are fucked right now. Yeah, dude. I think if I would have gotten even approached by a teacher, I would have shit my pants and been so scared, dude.
Yeah.
I would have been actually so scared.
Why?
Because I was
Were
like,
you just like a virgin?
yeah, in high school? Yeah, I was a
Well, I was a slut.
Way cooler.
There's not
That is
one person
cooler.
I didn't fucking like.
Yeah?
Kind of, yeah. It's pretty embarrassing.
No, that happens to the best of us.
You don't have slut vibes. That's wild.
I know. I think that's why I'm such a prude that I was like, if I just fuck people, I don't know. It was like this weird.
You trying to like get over the hump?
Well, you know what it was? I had a boyfriend for like 2 years in high school, and I
Yeah.
lost my virginity to him, and like we were together for like 2 years. And then when we broke up, I was like really cynical, and I'm like, this means nothing. I lost my virginity for no reason.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
what the fuck? And then I just went on like a rampage,
Nice.
and I learned a lot. I did. I went to high school in Orange County though, and so there was one party I went to. It was like right after the breakup.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm getting fucked up. I'm like partying super hard, and I sleep with this one guy. And then afterwards, we walk out of the bedroom, and he's like already sitting there with this girl Sadie. And Sadie's like, "Wes, did you know that Allie's Jewish?"
Mm-hmm.
And he goes. And I didn't realize that he was like a baby white. He was like a little baby.
Was he actually like...
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, are you?
California has a weird amount of white.
I'm sure New York does too.
Maybe we didn't. I don't
New
remember.
York City?
Not like
Not
in the city, but definitely. I think like anytime you're like in a big liberal city, like the outskirts, like Orange County is really
Yeah.
Outside of San Francisco, they have a lot too.
for sure.
Is that where American History X was?
It's in SoCal.
Yeah.
it's
I
in
think it might have been
California.
like in Long Beach, right?
No, I think it's more like I don't know exactly where, but more like Anaheim vibes or like
Okay.
Huntington Beach.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't have like. Growing up.
In
I mean, I
Buffalo?
didn't
We had like plenty of
think
racist people. Everybody was racist.
Yeah. There's a
But-
ubiquity of racism, but none of them are
We
like...
didn't have the organizational skills.
No, there's no like brotherhood nature to it.
And when you see like
It
a
was very
high school
disorganized
kid,
racism.
Yeah.
when you see a high school kid with a shaved head, your first instinct isn't to be like, "Oh, he's part of a militia." Of
yeah. You
You're
think,
just
oh,
like,
he's
"Oh,
going...
sick haircut."
Dude,
Yeah.
the wild.
Yeah.
Punk rock.
Yeah,
nice.
dude.
That's sick. No, there was no kids who I would have thought... Like, Florida was like, if you were like an outspoken racist, you were just a redneck.
Yeah.
Like, you were just a redneck. I bought from a guy who was like horrifically racist, which is a weird...
Why is that weird?
It's just a strange thing to be like a dealer in Tampa.
Just seems not good
Florida.
for business.
Yeah, that's true.
It was very odd. It's like very strange buying and then seeing a Confederate flag
Yeah.
in the same house. It's like so confusing. And
It's also like because
yeah.
you know he's definitely like critical of other races. Like they can't get their stuff together. They don't have jobs.
It
And
makes
he's like
no sense.
he's a drug
He's
dealer.
like, they're a bunch of fucking hooligans, these guys. He
Yeah.
didn't say hooligans, but he said something much worse. Yeah. Bunch of dirty, stinking hooligans. And he told me it was like being vaguely, or not vaguely, pretty clearly racist. I was like, can I
get the
just try drug? Can I just try for the first time without this?
Yeah, it's funny to get into like a very self-made entrepreneur type of business and then be like, but only for white people.
He's really limiting his customer base.
Yeah.
Well, not in Tampa, Florida, to be fair. He doesn't know any black people, probably.
Yeah.
Like, there was like literally 12 black people in my grade or something like that. There's very few. And they all played for the football team.
Yeah, we had a friend who said something racist about black people. He's just like, oh, they're lazy. We were like, you haven't had a job in like 3 years. Like, you literally like live at your mom's and collect unemployment. What do you?
That's like my mom, she's an alcoholic, and her latest thing is being like, I have long COVID. I have brain fog. I'm like, no, you have brain damage.
That's awesome.
Insane.
That's awesome. Yeah, we had Maddie Smith on. She's like, I think I have long COVID, and she just smoked a bunch of.
That's so funny.
She's like, I have brain fog.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. She smoked the most serious joint I've ever
it was
seen.
like a keef
it was rolled in
covered,
keef.
like it looked like the fucking, you know.
Yeah, it was like
Just a midday.
Yeah.
Midday pre-pod.
Wild.
Yeah, she was like, do you mind if I
Baby.
smoke before? We were like, no. And then we go outside and she pulls out this giant fuzzy joint. She's telling us she has long COVID.
Are you a person?
No.
I know you don't drink.
No.
You're totally sober.
Totally sober. I can't, like, even if I wasn't sober, like, I freak out.
We hate it.
Sucks.
I'm no
We're an
fun.
anti-podcast.
Yeah.
If you smoke, we think it should
we
be
don't like
illegal.
Yeah, I think people who smoke are losers,
Yeah, right there.
degenerates.
Yeah.
I think they should have high mandatory sentences if they're caught with even a
Absolutely.
little bit of
I think
weed. That's-
I think everyone in the population should be randomly drug
Yeah.
tested, and if you come back positive for marijuana, you should go to prison for a long time.
exactly.
Yeah.
There's nothing chill about it.
No. I freak
No.
out every...
Yeah.
I used to really like it for like 5 years. I really liked it. And then I started having panic attacks, and then I was like trying to smoke like a normal amount of I would smoke, and I would just spiral even worse.
No, they made it so strong that people, like, I'll have friends that smoke, like, dude, just take one little hit. I'm like, that will ruin me.
Yeah, I'll go to
Ruin.
another dimension.
Yeah, no, I'll hallucinate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't. There's been 2 times where I smoked where I was like, oh my God, I get it.
Yeah.
Like Sublime rocks.
Yeah, you're like, Rasta.
Yeah, weed is amazing. And then
Yeah.
the other times I'm like, call the cops, call my dad.
Yeah, I'm dying, I'm
Yeah.
dead, I'm in hell,
Yeah.
you're an angel. Who am I? I can't see my own face.
And then there's no, like with alcohol, if you want to sober up, you just like eat a bunch of food.
Yeah,
try
and
like
wait
soak
an
it up.
hour and a half and
No
eat
one-
a meal.
Everyone's advice for sobering up for weed is they're like, drink milk.
Yeah.
I'm not a toddler. What's milk gonna do? One time I was so fucked up, and this guy gave me granola, like a granola bar, to try and sober me up, and it was. I just felt every single grain like,
They give you a
going
Nature
down my
Valley
throat.
bar?
Yeah,
Oh,
just
yeah.
like sprinkling down your throat.
It was so bad.
Gotta eat a cube
Yeah.
of sawdust.
Ugh.
It'll help.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll
dude.
be like, people will be like, dude, you just gotta take a shower. Just take a shower, and we
no.
will sober up. I'm like, we're on a boat. We're in the middle of the lake. There's no shower.
Gotta shower, man.
Yeah.
Also, I'm gonna pass the fuck out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be dead on the floor.
No, that shit is brutal, dude.
How long have you not been drinking for?
It's so crazy. I was just thinking it's gonna be like 8 years in November.
That's
Wow.
so long.
Yeah, I know.
Were you
That's
going nuts
wild.
with it, or was it just?
Yeah, I was going pretty nuts with it. I got sober when I was 20.
Wow.
Yeah, and then it was like there was this. I mean, first of all, I was a big old slut.
It's like the root of all your problems.
Is that why you had to stop drinking?
It's part of it. It was
Yeah.
definitely like I'm sleeping with questionable people,
Okay.
and then just crashing my car in a blackout, and then also like growing
that's
up
bad.
with an alcoholic mom. I'm like, well, I don't want to do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a clear road here.
Yeah, so I was like, I might as well stop now.
Yeah. Nip it in the bud.
Yeah.
Did you get a
That makes
DUI?
No, oh my God, no. This is like very much white privilege at its finest.
Did the
I'm
police
like-
show up? You're like, I was tired.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes. No, so it was like, so this is how the night went down. I was at an open mic.
Nice.
Sick.
Hell yeah,
Let's
dude.
go.
Living the
I'm proud of
dream.
you.
I was at
Yeah.
an open mic. It's my friend's birthday. We leave the open mic. We go to this bar. For some reason, I'm buying everyone shots. I don't have the money to do this.
Yeah.
But I'm so desperate for love and you know,
Adoration.
people to like me that
Yeah.
I'm like, everyone gets fucking shots.
Yeah.
Strangers, complete strangers
Yeah.
at the bar. So I'm drinking. I'm like so fucked up. I'm flirting with this this person was also a comic at the time,
Mm-hmm.
and also, well, whatever. But
What?
it's
It's all right. They quit.
Yeah, they quit doing comedy.
No, but what were you gonna say?
But
What were you gonna say?
It's a girl.
Ooh,
Okay, cool.
oh my God.
Okay, is that like gay? Who
LGBT.
knows? But it was this girl, but she used to be famous back in the day.
Oh, she used to be a famous lady comic, and now
No,
she
not a
quit.
comic. She like kind of
Oh.
was just like dabbling in comedy.
An actress?
Yeah.
An actress who dabbled in comedy.
Actress who dabbled in
You're never gonna
Tried-
figure it out.
No.
But anyway, we're vibing, right?
Yeah.
And so we go back to our friend's place. 2 guys, just like 2 dudes, comics, and me and her are hooking up on their beanbag in the living room. This is what I'm saying. Like, why am I doing this?
Yeah.
Why am I doing this?
This story's been top to bottom unnecessary.
Yeah, so yeah, I could have cut out like 5 different parts of the story
Yeah.
and been fine with the night.
That's
So anyway, we're hooking up. She gets me an Uber back to my car.
Yeah.
And the car is like out in front of the open mic, and the guy who runs the open mic pretty much lives out of the open mic. So I knock on the door. I'm like, "You gotta let me in." He's like, "It's 3 a.m.
Yeah.
I can't do that." And I'm like, "Okay." I must not have seemed that drunk, or else I feel like he would have been like, "Sure,
Yeah,
sleep it
crash.
off." But I get in my car. I don't remember starting it. I don't remember going anywhere. But all of a sudden, I hit the center divider of the freeway.
Ooh.
And that'll sober you up real quick. So all of a sudden, I'm like, fuck. I call everyone in my phone, my mom, my dad, my sisters. No one's answering. I call my sister's roommate. She picks up. She's like, what's going on? I'm like, I crashed my car. She's
Yeah.
like, okay, here's your sister. My sister's like, I was like, I drank. And she was like, just chew gum, drink water, and don't tell the cops that you were drinking. Like, no matter what you do,
That's good
don't
advice.
say that. So I'm like, okay. Highway patrol comes because my car won't move. I've tried to like drive it off. It's not moving.
Ooh.
Highway patrol comes and they come to the window and I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm a comedian and I'm so tired because I work late. Keep in mind, I did like 1 open mic. And I'm like, you don't understand. Like, it's a grind.
So funny, you're like, I'm just curious so much about my career. You were eating an old lady's pussy.
I'm like, smell my lip. I swear.
Smells like an old lady's pussy, I think. Johnson, she hasn't been drinking. She's been eating out an old one.
Yeah.
Classic story.
Classic female comedian.
Seen it 100 times.
So then, yeah, for whatever reason, they let me go. My sisters came and picked me up, and when I got in my sister's car, they were like, "You reek of alcohol." So it was like a miracle. And also, I was such a little bitch. Like I'm sitting in the back of their car.
Yeah.
And I'm waiting for my sisters to pick me up. I'm sitting in the back of the car waiting. And I had just talked to my friend who's like a comedian / lawyer, you know, the type. And he was like, whatever. He's like, you know, I work with a lot of people who get DUIs. Like, you don't have to do a test. Like, refuse to do the test.
Yeah.
And so at one point, they're asking me to get out of the back seat of the car to go to the front seat of the car because they want to, like, drive me to where my sisters are picking me up.
Mm-hmm.
For whatever reason, I think that the front seat of the car is somehow worse than the back seat of the car.
Yeah.
Like, I'm in the position you would be in if you were being arrested. But
Yeah.
they're like, get in the front seat. And I was like, I know my rights. I don't have to do anything. They're like, no, we just want you to sit in the front seat. And I was like, fuck you guys.
Fucking pigs.
Yeah. And then they let me go, so God bless.
You
I
pigs. You want me to have leg room? I bet you do, you
Yeah.
piece of shit.
I love.
So you can
dude,
zip tie my ankles.
white people cop stories are kind of amazing.
Shout out to the Sylmar Highway Patrol. I don't know why I was in
Because
Sylmar.
all my cop stories are then they let us go.
every one,
every cop
dude.
story ends with me going, and then nothing happened.
Yeah, it's so crazy.
We had a bunch of on us and got pulled over. We had been hotboxing the thing, and my friend gets like put into handcuffs, and he's like, "I'm going to search the car." And we're like, "Oh,
That's
God."
so scary.
Oh, we're like,
I could only
"Oh,
imagine
God."
you.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
a little nerd ass.
Yeah,
What
right.
the
Yeah,
fuck?
yeah.
What the hell?
Oh yeah, dude. You know his bitch ass. Please don't.
What,
can't
you think
do
you're
that.
some like cool hotshot?
Yeah.
I was like, "Go ahead, pig."
Yeah.
Go ahead, copper. Do your worst. I'm sounding like I'm from the 40s.
You're trying to sound cool. It's
Yeah.
like, all right, there.
Yeah.
Sitcom star.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, go ahead and search the car. See if I freaking care. No, there was
like a Big Bang Theory character. That's your like Chad impression, just being like, all right, go ahead, do your worst.
Bazinga.
Yeah. Go ahead, try to get in the car. The lock is a Rubik's Cube. No, there was... the digits of pi are my security... But no, there was he's arresting us, or arresting my friend, and says he's going to search the car, and I'm freaking out in the back, too. I'm like shitting my pants. I put all my into my underwear because I thought for some reason he wouldn't touch my penis. That was like my logic.
Yeah.
You ever do that?
He starts patting you down like, what are you, gay?
Yeah, I'm like, whoa,
whoa, hey,
yo.
You got a queer in the house.
Yeah, gay cop, gay cop.
They let me
so
go.
I put like I had like a big vape, and then...
They just see the outline. They're like, that's definitely not this man's penis.
Yeah. 5 inches.
No.
Christ.
It was a weed vape this big.
Yeah.
They're like, his dick is not that
They're
big.
like, there's no way.
I'm like, no, I'm hard. I swear to God, I'm hard. I love cops. But then the cop goes, I'm going to search the car unless you give me all you have, and then we can reconsider this arrest. And so we gave him like a gram of, and we all had a bunch of, and then he was like, glad you boys were honest with me.
Wow.
Get going.
The sad truth is that guy just like has no friends and has no connection to get.
Yeah.
He's like, if we just bust these teens, we can get our hands on some of that sticky icky.
Dump it out on the ground as like this symbol. It was really ridiculous.
This is such white people cop shit.
Yeah. He's like, you're gonna get your act together, son. That's what he's like told him. Like he like dumped it.
Just gave you a noogie.
Yeah. He's like, go, get
You're
on,
asking.
get on, squirt. And then it was very odd. My other friend was like rolling on ecstasy. I was like, how did he not notice that? My friend he's literally hitting those in the passenger seat. He's like, he's like, I don't have anything, man.
I love you, man.
He goes, yeah, you're the greatest.
He's chewing on the
Can you
cord of
shine
a
your lights
camelback.
again?
He's like, in the light. Dude, he was. It was funny. Like, he didn't say anything when the cop, my friend dumps the ground. The cops comes back and he's like, "Is there anything else in the car?" And all of us at the same time go, "No, sir." You know, the gayest little fucking. No, sir.
Thank you for your service.
My dad loves you guys. I back the blue, and then my friend on Molly was like looking away, didn't say no, sir, and he shines a light on him and goes, didn't get a no, sir out of you. And my friend's like, I should. He goes, oh, no, sir. It was so funny. In hindsight, it was very funny. In the moment, I was like, what are you doing, Ryan? He's going to fucking tell. He can tell you're high. But, you know.
Yeah, dude, that's such a white person.
And then in the
you
end,
got a lesson out of it.
And then we went to the party we were parked at and just had a party.
Cute.
That's great.
Yeah. And our lives were fine.
One time I got yanked by my hair by a police. That felt pretty
Jesus.
cool.
Really?
Yeah.
When you were still
When I was in
drinking
college,
and drugging?
yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, we were at like a big house party. The cops came. And it felt like, I feel like the movie Project X had come out not that long ago.
Yeah.
Like it was
inspire
still.
a lot of stuff.
Yeah, and so I'm like sitting in the corner, hiding. And then they just come by and they're like, move, move. And I was like, I don't know why. It was like way too aggressive, but he yanked me by my little
Jesus.
ponytail. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, because that's all that happened,
Okay.
And
you're
so
like, oh!
yeah, and then I was like, oh my God, I get to say that I was yanked
Yeah.
by a cop.
You can relate. You can go, that's crazy. I have such a similar story.
Yeah.
When your black friends talk about that's wild, because one time...
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually got my hair pulled by a cop. So it was pretty fucked up.
It's kind of
Pretty
similar
traumatizing.
to your experiences, I bet.
Yeah, we there's a kid that we went to high school with that became a cop while we were still in high school. He was like a junior officer.
Oh, no.
And he was already someone everyone hated.
Of course.
And he heard that we were having a big party at the end of the school year and brought the cop
Brought the cops?
raided us, he just snitched.
Self-snitching, dude.
He wasn't gonna go. Nobody wanted him there. It was almost like he didn't get invited, so he's like, you're not gonna invite me? I'll arrest you.
Yeah, well,
I'll arrest you for not inviting me.
I'm gonna invite myself and a few of my friends.
And he was asking, I remember there was this kid, Austin Crosley. All of a sudden we were like, this kid, the cop kid, and his the actual cops are behind him, shining lights at us, asking where the booze is, whatever. And they're trying to get everybody out of the house. And this kid, Austin Crosley, just came flying out of the second-story window. Like, he just jumped. And he's a pretty athletic dude, so he just jumped and in stride just took off running. It was sick.
That is
and
awesome.
The kid who was the cop was like, hey, was that Crosley? Like, asking us if we're going to tell him. And one of my friends goes, suck my dick, Bryce. Like, it was like, he thought he was going to, like, pass over the fact that he was a classmate of ours.
Dude, what a piece of shit.
Yeah, he was like, was that Crosley up there? We're like, what?
Yeah.
We're not going to tell you.
Any kid interested in the military or the police at a young age is always almost entirely hated by. It's like, you're a snitch, you're a fucking loser.
Yeah, they got to get back. They got to get that power.
There's no starting quarterback who like hops into JROTC.
No,
you know, like there's no like.
No, it's like, sorry guys, I can't make the big game. I gotta flip a rifle like this.
Right.
You know, it's like ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely some weird power trip thing. It's fucking everyone hated those kids.
That cheerleader's like, you want to go to my place after this? He's like, sorry.
The way he like tosses it up in the air, it's like, okay, it's not a real rifle. It's not a real rifle, but
you still feel it still feels dangerous.
But it has like the weight of one. It's crazy. Oh
those are really fun to watch.
Yeah, they're pretty.
They do those at like assemblies in high school.
Yeah, they're like.
Yeah.
You're like, that's the coolest thing this
So
kid's
cool.
ever done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because if he gets a real one, he will brandish it against our classmates.
Our assemblies were nuts because they would. I think I've told this before. So our sports teams, basketball and football, like the head of the diversity council at the school was also in charge of he was in charge of getting diverse students into the school because it was a Catholic school. Mm-hmm. And, you know, so they would bring all these black kids in. Also, all of them happened to be the best athletes in the state. And so they would just bring them in and they would go to school there for free.
Yeah.
And I remember I was a junior and at the pep rally at the end of the year, they had a full-on dunk contest on a regulation rim. There were kids doing 360s through the legs, like a legit dunk contest, and we'd be like, "Hey,
yeah, let's go!"
So there's these kids there, and then me just being like, "That dunk wasn't that good."
You're like
6 out of 10.
You're fat Italian guy, like 4. That shit was whack, actually.
Yeah, the school's diverse and the
super diverse. That was the same thing at my school.
Touchdowns, dude.
100% bust in kids to fucking ball.
I don't think we had any bust
children.
Bust athletes.
Yeah.
I mean, we had our school was giant though,
yeah.
So it was it wasn't super diverse, but it was pretty diverse because there was 3,000 students in my class.
That's
something.
huge.
That's gigantic. Yeah. I had 2,000. I thought that was a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
That's still pretty big.
Yeah.
2,000.
3,000 were in the high school. That's
something
huge.
like that. It might have been 1,000 were in my class, but there was a total of 3,000 or 5,000 at the school.
Jesus.
Yeah, I can't imagine not know. So, there were tons of kids in your class you just didn't know.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah.
So many.
I mean, I had that 500 kids. You know,
it's a lot
in your grade.
Our
never
10-year high school reunion is coming up. I want to see.
Are you gonna go?
No.
I know. Mine too.
Yeah, all of ours. We're all around the same age.
Yeah, my mom was like, "You want to go?" I was like, "Let me go to the 20."
I don't think. Okay, how did you get invited to those things?
My mom got something in the mail.
Really?
It just sent me a picture of it. I was like, "Are you going to your high school reunion?" I'm like, "No,"
because I don't keep in touch with anyone who would be at it. No one from I'm friends with 4 people from my high school, and none of them are going to the reunion.
No, dude, it'd be me and all the weirdos.
Yeah, it's us again, not talking to anyone. We're all just in the corner again.
Yeah, I wanted for the longest time. I was like, I'm going to go to my high school reunion and I'm going to show them all what the fuck is up.
Oh, yes.
And now I'm like, I don't want to talk to anyone
No.
there. If the people I do want to talk to, I'll hang out with
outside
of the reunion.
Yeah, I already know everyone I want to know from my high school.
But they made an Instagram, and I was trying to find it just now. But there were a few salty comments that were "Oh, so it seems like the only people going to this thing are the people who peaked in high school."
That's great.
Just angry.
I love that. Get a
still.
little spicy on the school.
That's
on
so
the 10-year
funny.
high school
10
reunion
years
Instagram
later,
page.
and he's like, "Oh, you fucking guys, you suck."
It's so funny to not let go of that high school resentment. To be
Yeah.
28 years old and be like, well, Dean Hirschberg put me in a locker, and I haven't forgot Dean.
Yeah.
Dude, you obviously haven't improved.
Dude, when I was doing used to do an interview show on YouTube. So one of the interviews that got a lot of views was this girl. She was hammered at Florida State talking about how much she loves Trump.
Nice.
Just saying all these crazy things about how much she loves Trump, and it was just she looked like an idiot. gets a ton of views, and she's like hitting me up. Her mom like emailed me, was like, take it down, we'll sue you, blah, blah, blah. And they were so aggressive that I was like, you can't sue me. Number one, I know my rights. I know my fucking rights.
I know my fucking rights, buddy. I'm a sovereign citizen.
Dude, you're not going to sue me, so fuck off. And I was like angry at how like aggressive the mom was.
Yeah.
And she was sending me angry. They didn't come in like, hey, do you mind just taking it down?
Yeah.
They're like, the fuck is your problem? I'm like, you got on the camera and started screaming how much you love Trump. So I was like, you know what? I'm sticking my guns. I'm not deleting it.
Yeah.
And I checked the comments. Dude, the comments were so funny. It was all these girls like, oh, look, if it isn't Katie Simon, the girl who called me the N-word. All these angry, like, 22-year-old girls being like, remember when you told me my family's too poor to be in this country? Like,
dude.
This girl's like, dude, she's a menace. Like,
Whoa.
a huge racist.
I love her.
Lunatic. She was like, she would, like, go to people's, like, retail jobs and be like, hey, you poor piece of shit. Like, these are all the stories. Like, there were paragraphs from, like, 22-year-old girls being like, remember that, Ashley?
Dude,
you fucking bitch.
Some of these women are fucking, they're the devil,
Dude, and then then at that point I was like, fucking carry on, ladies.
Yeah.
Like, I'm here with
No
you.
wonder her mother's a bitch.
Of course.
Yeah.
No,
Also,
these people sound like the worst people ever.
Yeah.
They're like rich, like South Florida,
Yeah.
like Jupiter, Florida people.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But you would also think if you're riding that hard for Trump
Yeah.
when you're drunk, it's like Trump is the type of person where if you're like riding for this man, you should be the person who's like, I don't care, keep it up.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's like the
I
energy.
do love 45.
Yeah,
I don't have an
Yeah.
ounce of shame.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah. You
It's,
think they'd be
it's a very
stoked.
liberal action to be like, can you actually take this down? I'm really nervous.
What
I'm
if
scared.
it's going to affect my career prospects. It really.
Well, that's like rich people shit.
Yeah.
That she got so like grumpy about it because we would interview Trump fans that were like, "Oh, Trump fucking blows up Puerto Rico, dude. I hope he fucking wages war on the rest of the world." And we'd post it, and then he would like the guys would DM me, be like, "Yo, brother, you mind tagging me in that?"
See, that's what I'm talking
I mean,
about.
you might- yeah.
That's the best.
No.
I did the same kind of man on the street stuff in Orlando, and there would be people who are just blackout, insane, screaming, like, let's go! Let's fucking go! They're like pulling me and like fucking punching me and stuff and touching my balls and all this kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then I get a DM from them, like, yo, can you send me that footage? That shit was hype. I
Yeah.
was like,
Yes.
yo, can you send me that footage? He's like, and then, or I'd put it on Snapchat, and they'd be like, how can I get tagged on Snapchat?
Yeah.
I was like, I'm sorry, I can't tag you
Yeah.
on Snapchat. He's like, all right, cool.
Wait, so is that how you guys know each other, through Men on the Street?
Yeah, we went to a convention. It was a big Man on the Street convention.
We said gay
You guys
son
met
thought
on the
daughter
street.
at the
yeah,
same time.
yeah.
You guys both had a microphone, and you're like, wait a minute.
Wait, what do you do? And then I deep throated his mic.
Yeah, we're part of a big group. It's called the What's Your Body Council. It's a big organization.
And then I'm the dumb person who's like, probably like so many, and they're like, fuck, why did I say that? There is a video. Oh my gosh, there's a girl who was like filmed doing like a Man on the Street thing, and all the comments under her video are like, she's been ran through, like she's a savage, like
Yeah.
whatever, because she was like, I don't know how many people I've slept with, and
Yeah.
everyone's like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And I guess she kind of looks like me, so people were like sending me the video being like, damn Ali, like I didn't know you were like that.
Oh my god, dude.
But honestly, if similar,
Yeah.
I have been ran through.
There was. I have indeed been ran through.
Yeah.
I have been ran through as a kid.
Dude, there is a clip of him talking to these girls, and they're like, "How much did you pay to fuck us?" And he was like,
Yeah.
I have a girlfriend. She's amazing." And they're like, "Okay, but like if you didn't have a girlfriend," he's like, "I just like wouldn't pay to fuck you probably." And they were like, "But then you wouldn't get to fuck us." And he's like, "Yeah, I think I'd be fine with that."
Yeah.
And dude, it got like a gazillion views, and every comment was like, "That's right, show those fucking whores." It's not like it's like
It was
the
so
boys
much.
flooded the
It
comments.
was so much of just like anytime you can, as unfortunate as it is, if you make a woman look dumb on the internet,
They love it.
They
Yeah.
are so excited.
Oh yeah.
That is unfortunate. I would hate that. I hate that.
Internet.
I stand
Half
against
the
that.
comments were Luke like, "Let's fucking
Hey,
go! I hate women! I hate women! I hate them! Yes!"
Man on the Street interviews with women looking stupid is like men's Barbie.
Yes.
They're like, finally, something for us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they love it.
It's hilarious to like finally something for us, and it's like all it is a woman looking dumb. Like I don't know why this doesn't make you look good. It's just one woman looking stupid, and you're like, I'm better than her. I'm better than all women. They were wrong for rejecting me. I wish they liked me. I'm so alone, dude. Like it just inevitably,
dude. There's a podcast. There's this guy. He brings like. It's like the guy
with like 7 women.
That's Fresh and Fit.
Oh, okay.
Fresh and Fit is the 2 black dudes in Miami.
They're
Those guys
brutal.
at least they're brutal, but I'm like, this at least makes sense that this is what's going on. There's a guy who's like a nerdy tech bro white guy who lives, in like LA or something. Like he is a square like techie guy, and it's him, and he's like, hey, how's it going? And then he has like an OnlyFans girl on. Like he finds like specifically the most retarded OnlyFans girl ever. She's like, I just suck dick because like I don't give a fuck, and like if my dad wanted me to suck his dick, if he paid me enough, I would. It's like saying the most heinous dumb things ever.
Jesus.
And then he's like, do you ever think about like not questioning your life decisions? Like maybe your kids are gonna see this someday. And all the comments is like, W, bro. Like he really got him. I'm like, he's just like scouring the internet for the dumbest amateur porn stars, and then being like, hey, I'll pay you $500 for me to dunk on you for an hour.
And then their OnlyFans will get like 100 more subscribers.
That's the other thing. There's
they'll make $1,000 more a month and get paid to be on a podcast, and they look stupid, and that's the cost. It's like, who cares?
There's a dichotomy there because the guys that are commenting, a lot angrily, a lot of them are signing up.
Of
for
course
the
they are, dude. It's like classic, like Madonna horseshit or whatever it is. It's like, yeah, it's ridiculous. Have you seen the Riley May girl?
No.
Oh my, you know this girl?
I don't think so.
Riley May, if you look her up, she's like owns women with her tits out. That's like her thing. She has like a fake podcast set up, and then she'll like watch a clip of a woman being stupid, and then it'll like cut to her, and she has her tits out, and she's like, yeah, like women need to like show respect to men and like be in the kitchen where they belong. Anyway, sign up for my OnlyFans, and she's like crushing.
Sick.
Of course.
Yeah, Riley Mae. Not that I know. OnlyFans.com/
that.
And go to Instagram. If you find her Instagram, I can send it to you. Maybe she's like blacklisted or something. I don't know. But yeah, this is what she does.
Oh hell yeah!
This is what she does, and then she fakes man on the street things for like her to look dumb, and it'll be like, would you suck my toes or like it's ridiculous. I don't even know which one to play.
So she just makes herself look stupid.
She makes herself look stupid, or exactly, and
it's kind of brilliant, to be honest.
Yeah, it's really, really bad.
If you're down for the cause, I'll just look like an idiot and it'll
millions.
be 60,000 next month.
It's insane. It's insane what she's doing, and the worst part, she's just like capitalizing on.
Oh my god, her tits are giant.
They're huge.
And she puts like blush on them for some reason, makes them look like red.
That's so crazy.
Like they're gonna explode or something. It's very bizarre.
Wow,
Yeah.
giant boobs. That's so cool.
Yeah, you got to sign in, of course, to watch this, dude.
This is great.
Yeah, it's the most clickbaity bullshit, but
it's so funny. Like I couldn't do this if I wanted to. Like if I wanted to just look like a moron on the street, it would get no views.
You could, if you just looked like a dumbass online, it would get 4 views, and I would
extra
comment.
short shorts.
Yeah,
your
balls are hanging out.
Have dudes own me. Yeah, some assless chaps.
Sign up for my OnlyFans. You just cough and have a Bud Light.
Yeah, there's a lot of internet jobs now that require big tits.
Yeah,
like they're kind of the bare minimum necessity to do that.
It makes things more fun, I'd say. Even just browsing her profile without watching anything, I'm like, this is entertaining.
yeah,
it's true.
It's so mesmerizing.
It is funny too, like how much like good looking is such a bias. Like it's like an animal primal bias. Like even just like watching, it's like someone's. I mean, Matt Rife is like a great example of it. I feel like it doesn't like it. He takes 30 seconds to set up the crowd work. Even if it's funny or not, I'm staring at him.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
just
hard
lost in his fucking blue eyes.
Yeah, my dad texted me the other day. He's like, "Do you know Matt Rife?" I was like, "Yeah," and he goes, "He's cute."
He didn't even say he thinks he's funny. He's pretty hot.
So hot.
Pretty hot.
Cute.
He's unbelievable. Right? Look at this guy.
His exact words were,
Yeah, it's like he's like such a perfect algorithm time thing.
Oh
It's
my
like
God.
the hottest person that's ever done comedy is going to be the most famous person that's ever done comedy. It's
yeah.
like a 1-to-1.
Yeah,
it's like A
it
to B
translates
connection.
perfectly. It sucks, but I think it doesn't work for women because dudes get too mad.
Yeah,
And women are not going to be like, yeah, I love this hot lady.
I feel like you've ducked the lady comedian hate pretty well. You're not like
No.
I feel like you're low percentile hated for a lady comic. Am I wrong in that
No,
assessment?
I think, yeah.
You post a clip, are you getting like the what is it? The W and funny is for women or something? Or whatever
Yeah,
it
I
is.
don't know. I think, yeah, I guess.
Coffee cup.
When I post stuff, it's mostly like generic, like the coffee cup.
Coffee cup.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Women aren't funny.
Yeah.
It doesn't really bother me.
Right.
But I think I got more hate in the beginning when I was like doing Kill Tony and stuff, just because it was like such a big platform, and I was still new at comedy and like
yeah.
not that good at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So people were mean. I think just like the bigger platform you have, or like the more consistently people see you and like stuff is being posted, like the
Yeah.
more hate you're gonna get.
Right.
But yeah, I feel like at first it bothered me a lot, and then after a while when I started seeing like the exact same comments, I'm like, oh, no one's even like spending
They
a
didn't
minute
watch it.
thinking about this.
No.
Yeah,
They
it's
see
like,
a woman doing comedy and they just type that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
there's
commenters
not-
are such hacks, dude.
Yeah, this
They're
is our whole
such
point.
hacks, dude.
We're really sensitive about the comments.
Yeah.
Yeah. Luke will send me
I have
be
to
like,
call and console him.
Yeah, no, Luke,
No.
no, it's
No.
Luke, no.
Yo, see what they said about me on the last episode.
They said that Christoph is not funny, and that Luke is better, which is obviously like bullshit. And like, no, they'll comment like, "Oh, every dude with a podcast," or was it every
yeah.
It's the
dude
new
starts
one.
Everyone has a podcast.
You can see
now.
when the new comment's like a trendy new comment.
They
Yeah.
should outlaw microphones for
Yeah.
dudes, and you're like, okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah, I don't. You're not lady. People like you. I feel like there's ladies who are more hated. Lady comedians are just get a shit on.
Yeah, I know it's ridiculous.
It's crazy.
It's ridiculous. The worst comment I'll get, I'll post like a clip I know is not amazing. You know, I'm like, this is a crowd work thing. It's a fine, whatever, good interaction, and it'll be like, this was mid. Like that's
Yeah.
the worst you
Yeah.
get.
Yeah, I
you're like
guess-
it's fair.
I'm
It's
like-
fair. It was kind of mid.
I'm like, fair enough. I expected more out of you. I got that one time.
I mean, I guess it just goes back to that like man on the street thing, where it's like just any way for a woman to like look stupid,
Yeah.
dumb.
Yeah.
But also, it really like I know it's like hacky to say, but it really does like help it get more views.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, talk shit. I don't care.
No, yeah.
I've seen like crazy viral stuff where it's like 80% of people are just commenting how much they hate it.
Yeah, it'll
Like,
it'll have
fucking
12 million views,
crazy.
10,000 likes,
Yeah.
and 400,000 comments.
Yeah.
Like, what is going on? And a billion shares. I'm like, this is crazy.
No, one of the funniest ones I saw, like just a bad crowd work video, but it was for that reason like blew up.
Yeah.
It was just very bad, and it got like so many views because so many people were shitting on it. One of the comments just said it was just crowd work. They didn't lead anywhere. They're like, LMAO, imagine buying tickets just to have someone ask you questions about your day.
Yeah.
It was like because they didn't get funny.
Yeah, dude.
It really does. I did like an interview for some show or something, and they're like, "What's one of your pet peeves?" And I was like, "Crowd work clips." And they were baffled that I would say that. They were like,
Yeah.
"What do you mean? Like why? Like how? Why?" And I'm like, "No, I think like good crowd work is good, but I think there's so much happening that it feels like you're doing like a live podcast or a live interview where it's like, what do you do for work? It's like, shut up, enough."
Well, it's the problem is that the format is just so easy. It's just like I can't like the Instagram requires you to like make, let's say, 4 or 5 clips a week to like consistently stay on people's radar. I can't write 5 minutes of comedy a week.
Yeah.
I can't do it. I
Well-
could try, but it would.
I can.
No, you can't, dude.
Emerson.
After that
Dude, I
class,
can write 2 minutes a week, maybe.
all my bits have A
I
story.
feel like
B
I
story in
write
them.
10 minutes in 1 week, and then that's it for 2 months. And then I come back to it, and I'd write another 10 minutes. It's like spurts. It's not...
Yeah. You
consistent.
can't.
I read,
You
like,
can't keep
5
up with
jokes,
the
and
stand-up
it's all
like
creative at
material.
once.
Can't keep up with the algorithm.
No, never.
Well, but someone just asked me before a show. They were like, "Are you gonna be doing crowd work?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Right.
I'm not like going up with the intention of
doing
like
crowd
oh,
work,
I'm gonna
yeah.
do
Yeah.
I'm definitely.
Crowd work.
I gotta own these guys in
Yeah.
the front row. Where'd you get that shirt? The fucking retard factory or whatever epic roast, and it's like comedian owns this piece of shit loser. Comedian dunks on big titty idiot. And you're like, oh shit, I'm gonna watch. I'll click that.
You see the crowd sometimes. You could feel they want it now because I think they consume
They're, like,
so much
queued
of
up
it.
by it.
Yeah, they're like
Yeah.
ready to go.
Well, yeah, there was
Ask me where I'm from.
There was a show I
we are
did,
fucking, yes.
and like no one was even doing crowd work, and this lady or like a guy or someone just like started talking, and they were
Yeah.
like, and that was the first time where I was like, oh, you're like trying to make it
Yeah.
happen.
That's so fun. Phoenix.
Yeah,
What?
Yeah.
I'm from Phoenix.
Engineering.
Yeah,
Engineering Phoenix. I'm like, what the
We met at a bar.
3 years.
We
Been
met
dating 3 years.
Bar.
Dude, that's so. Yeah, that's shitty. But you guys, how long ago did you do Kill Tony? It must have been 2018 when I met you.
yeah. I don't.
I met you in 2017. I think you had been doing Kill Tony.
I think so. Yeah,
I'm
so
like, that was
2017.
crazy, dude.
It's a
Yeah.
while ago.
We met
While
at
ago.
Orlando Indie Comedy Festival. Rest in
Yeah, we
peace.
did.
Let's go.
A lot of people meet there.
Yeah,
It was fun.
it was the only festival that I ever did.
I think
Besides,
most of
JFL and Laughing Ball and Fringe and the Comedy Cellar.
I think most of the people from that festival have stopped doing comedy.
Mm. Really?
I think that I don't really remember like that many people.
Who did I
from the
meet
festival.
there that I met a few people who are still doing comedy.
Okay.
You?
Me. Sorry,
You?
I'm so sleepy. I just got a massage right before this.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Got a little foot massage, a little
Foot
back
massage?
massage.
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
Luke loves foot massage.
They're
You do?
amazing.
They're
Yeah.
so good.
I've
right?
I've not had them that many times, but I was
No, he loves
my
making
buddy
fun
when I
of them.
first
He asked
moved
me
here.
to do it, which is weird.
When I first moved here, these two guys who are from here were like, "You got to check out Flushing. It's really fun. Like, come with us next weekend or whatever." So it was like a Saturday afternoon. They took me to Flushing. We got dumplings at 2 different spots, both amazing dumplings. And then we got $10 foot rubs for an hour. And
No way.
They did them in like hot water. Like you put your feet in these little
Yeah.
hot water tubs, and then they would
Yeah.
just rub them, and they kind of massaged your ankles and your calves and stuff. It was amazing.
I'll send you the spot that I went to.
Send it
Yeah.
to me. Yeah, I want
It was
the,
really
I want the
good.
inside scoop.
Not far from here.
Okay.
I love that feeling after a foot rub where they're tingling. You kind of feel like you're floating.
Yeah.
Wow, it's so great.
Huh?
You don't like a foot massage?
I
Come
don't want
on.
a stranger to touch my feet. It feels too intimate.
What?
I'm like, what am I,
ridiculous.
Jesus Christ?
It's
Or
the-
what am I, Mary Magdalene?
That is
Work
true.
that out in therapy. Dude. What do you mean it's too intimate?
I can't have a stranger touching my feet, dude. I'd be like, they're gross. I'm self-conscious.
No, I literally
it's
have,
weird
like-
that you do this. Why do you like to do this?
I've cute ass feet, dude.
I definitely
got
don't think they
I got
like to do it.
pretty ass feet.
They're not like,
No.
oh, thank you so much. They're like putting their gloves on. They're like, this is disgusting.
I know, so I feel guilty at least about that. I don't want to pay. It's like gross. I don't
But
wanna
then I'm
pay someone.
paying. I'm
Yeah.
tipping.
But
It's their job. If I don't go in, I got to support the business.
yeah, you got to
supporting small
tip.
business.
I like the foot rub. I don't like hookers for that reason. Never like the hookers because they don't they don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Like they'll do it, but if they could have their choice, they would choose to not fuck you. Ideally,
If they just gave them money.
yes, they would be like, "Oh, thank God, I don't have to fuck him."
Yeah.
It really takes out like I can't. It's crazy to me that guys fuck hookers all the time because I'm like, you're just banging ladies that like would prefer not to bang you in a perfect scenario.
But
That
I
kind of
think-
sucks, dude.
I think there's some guys who do that without the payment process.
Yeah.
I think it's like a thing that guys do.
You're describing like every.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't
sexual
really think they
experience.
care if a woman is interested or not.
Yeah, Luke's like you're not even making her finish.
You pay a hooker to
Eat her
make
out.
her come.
That's
yeah.
definitely what Luke has done. He's like, I want you to have a good time. Oh my
Deserve
god!
it, queen.
The first hour is just a back massage.
Like lighting candles in the
Yeah.
whorehouse.
She's like, you gonna fuck me? Making me uncomfortable. That's my hooker impression. Luke, get in here. Stop eating my pussy.
None of the hookers I ever met sounded like that.
No, they're from the Bayou. The hookers you like.
Yeah, the
Come
Bayou
on down here. Get on down here, boy. Lick my pussy. Gee, he likes Cajun hookers.
I wish I had the confidence to like really commit to an accent.
Yeah.
I would like wanted to jump in. But I was like, it's not for you.
Can you not do an accent?
I could if there wasn't like cameras on. Like if we were just like goofing around, I'd do it. But
Yeah.
We're big accent guys over
Yeah,
here.
we do a lot of
I know.
Cajuns. We do a lot of. We had Cam Patterson on last week.
Yeah, Cam's his own impression.
Yeah.
We had
Cam's
Cam try. Do you know Cam?
Yeah.
He's the best.
Yeah.
We had him trying to do impressions. We were doing that when we weren't
He's like,
recording.
yeah.
It's just so funny to see him. We're like trying to do an Asian voice. Like, oh, I'm Asian.
It's not even. That's better than what.
That's
he
better
did.
than what he's doing.
Man,
motherfucker.
He's like, man, I love
Asian.
rocks.
Man,
It's like, that's still just you.
I'm
Cam.
a Chinese motherfucker.
I'm Chinese, and he just smiled. He's
great.
great. He's doing great.
You introduced me to him, right?
Maybe.
Or no, I think it was my friend Shaw. You know Shaw.
I know
you know
Shaw. Of
I know
course.
Shaw.
Of course.
Yeah.
Shouts out to Shaw.
Yeah, because I did, what's that club? Dade? No. What's like
Dania
near my...
Beach.
Dania, yeah.
You did the improv down there?
Yeah.
Dania, I don't know.
And Shaw was like, you should get this guy Cam on the show.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And then Cam did it. His dad was there.
Yes. His dad
Shout
used to
out
like
Mr.
drive him
Patterson.
like
He's the
long
Yeah.
drives.
I love that
sweet.
guy.
So
Yeah.
sweet.
He's like the nicest guy ever.
His dad?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a sweetheart.
He's the best.
Yeah.
We got some clips. You want some clips?
You want to roll some clips? Dude, I wanted to play that first one, the one on the right, just because I know you sing, and I just found this singer, and I thought,
You sing?
I like
yeah,
singing.
Ali's a great singer.
Let's do it.
Can we get more reverb? This literally looks like Dan Cook.
That is Dan Cook.
That's what he's doing now.
Sometimes I wish he was
This is for his
I
girlfriend.
guess we never really moved on.
Okay.
It's really good to hear.
He's like, no, it's
He
enough.
cut it. He cut his own thing. He's like, no, that's what I fucked up.
Yeah, he's like,
love-
trust me, it gets bad. It starts out really good, but then it gets
After
bad.
that, I kind of like I lost it. You know?
Dude,
I mean,
you
I
know
wasn't
he's like
feeling the moment.
You know, he's like worst case scenario. I have the delts out. So.
Dude, I love like not to shit on LA, but this guy is from LA.
No.
Yeah, he is.
No.
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is, dude.
Oh, it's Damn
Just
it.
like every guy with like a
No, LA is full of people with this level
yeah,
of
dude,
delusion.
with this
It's
level
just-
of
psycho
stupidity,
delusion
I kind of
out
love
there.
it.
It's
So,
just
like,
I don't see them in person.
well, you're
Thank
doing
God.
things
you
that
got
you have
got
opportunities.
Out. You got out enough.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Can we watch one more?
You told me you didn't see this guy at the open mics starting
feel-
in LA. You didn't see this guy, but the comedy version of
Dude,
him.
I've been to
Yeah.
LA and I'm in an Uber and the guy has his credits laminated on the back seat of the Uber. There was a guy with his credits laminated and
Yeah.
he was wearing like a suit
He was like Dead
driving the
Body
Uber.
3,
Like he was
CSI
ready to get
Miami.
cast in a movie right.
Yeah.
If I was like, you know, I'm a bigwig in Hollywood. 'Cause that's, you know what he pictures.
Yeah.
He doesn't think like there's
That's
he doesn't
so
even know the term
fucking
casting director. He
funny,
goes, if I was
dude.
just like, I'm a real Hollywood bigwig. He was
Yeah.
like, I'll pull over and we'll film me.
That's true. He just seems so. He's not selling it.
I don't think he's
He seems like a
American.
little bit insecure. His eyes are down. Let's watch this one.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah,
wanna
that's
see
Death
it.
Cab for Cutie.
Illuminate the notes on that vacancy sign. If there's no one beside you when your soul empires, I'll follow you into the dark. Illuminate the notes.
Oh God.
So good, right? So good.
Oh.
So good.
That's unreal, dude.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
I like his. I like his passion. Let's do Nirvana.
Yeah, throw on Nirvana.
Oh no.
What else should I be? All apologies.
You became British, dude.
Could I say?
Everyone is gay.
What else could I write?
It's not bad.
I don't have to write.
Perfect timing.
What else should I be?
Oh.
Oh,
He tried to put some. He tried trying to
full
put some
porn.
power.
He went full porn. So,
Oh, fuck.
jeez.
Well, everyone is gay.
Wait, do the Maroon 5. I want to watch all of them.
He's so great, isn't he?
No, he's in a car for
and
this
he's
one.
driving.
Do you think he's American?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hurting, baby. I'm broken down.
That's your Uber driver?
I need your love, loving, I need it now.
Yes. He's probably there's probably someone in the back seat right now.
Yeah.
They're just like with their
You got me begging, begging. I'm
Somebody who
on
just
my
got done working the night shift trying to
I
get
wanna
home.
be leading you along. I
He's
wanna
looking at
be
the lyrics
keeping
while
you
driving.
And you the man at the end.
I wanna be.
He loses it at the end. He's like, he can't look at his lyrics. He's about to crash into a car. Wait, play it from right here. I think he has a Bluetooth too.
Dude, he's an Uber driver. I'm telling you. Or he's out here delivering someone their Postmates.
Yeah.
He's halfway through
He's
the route.
on his.
Yeah.
There's a
Yeah.
chicken tikka masala
He's
right
halfway to
next to him.
Studio City to give someone a fucking salad.
He's got a Euro
I
platter.
wanna be deep in your love, and it's killing me when you're with
It's gonna be midday.
Do you think he's got no friends or really bad friends that are
No
enabling
friends.
this?
Absolutely
No,
no
he's
friends.
got close friends, but they're all kind of
Equally
they're all-
stupid.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
equal-
He's got like 2 really good friends, and they're all like they all
Yeah.
make videos
Right.
of some sort.
And like
Okay.
they're both in different lanes.
Yeah.
They're not singers.
Yeah,
They're not musicians. Otherwise, they'd be definitely collaborating.
Let's watch something else.
Like he's like,
wait, let's see this duet
friend
with the
Donnie's
girl.
an
you guys
actor.
want
We gotta see the duet.
oh,
with
you
the
gotta
girl.
watch the duet.
You say
Cause you don't think I know what you've done. But when
All right.
you
Dude, he's trying to fuck her in this video. Like, he's literally giving her like sex. He was like,
I'm doing harmony. No, I love that guy.
That's it, yeah,
I
good
love
find.
him. He's great, right?
He means well. He's trying
Hear
hard.
your voice, say my name.
You know what? I will say, look at that consistency. He's making
Yeah.
videos at least once a day.
He's hustling.
putting himself out
He's
there.
grinding. It takes a lot to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And he's definitely gotten these to occasionally pop off because they're so bad.
he's got 250 followers. Dude, if he was,
Oh,
if
never
he,
mind.
if he was hotter, he'd be the
That's
singing Matt Rife.
insane.
He needs
He's
a
not
little bit
hot
more
enough.
confidence and swagger.
He has
He's
no
looking
confidence
down.
or
He's got that
swagger.
sad boy like vibe. I think he needs to really like kind of.
You can tell he's not confident.
He
Yeah.
needs to not be horrific. Also,
Oh, come on.
I think he's
So
fine.
Hey. Oh, he did
He's
Push
fine.
by Matchbox 20.
Dude, we can't keep on this guy. You're gonna make me go crazy.
I love
Please,
that
that's
song.
why
I watched,
we got other clips. We got
Yeah,
other
As
clips.
soon as you see this guy's face, you're like, here we go.
Which
the guy
guy?
with the beard.
Yeah, I know, right?
This guy
You're
right
just
here.
like,
Let's see it.
okay,
I
I've
love
seen.
these. Like, I just love these Liver King people.
I've seen you before.
All right, let's see it.
Yeah.
Right now, we are doing the healthiest thing
Of course.
that a human being can possibly do. We are outside in the sun, no sunscreen, no sunglasses, the full spectrum of UV light, while grounding in a natural body of water. This is freedom. This is independence. This
The
is
American
what
flag.
the pharmaceutical industry does not want you to know. This is how you heal. Not all their pills. This, connecting with nature. This is how we heal and thrive.
I like this. The
Pfizer
dudes-
doesn't want you to get skin cancer.
No, I love like there's just 4 like shirtless pudgy dudes in the background. Like,
Yeah.
Like, oh, Matt's making one of his
Dude, that
videos.
guy, dude, that guy in the back. That guy in the back is like, he's like, how much longer are we gonna do? Like you said, we were gonna like.
hang out. I mean,
Like,
it's
we're
just
gonna,
a
like,
nice
make a
day. What do
bonfire
we-
or something.
I don't. Even, it's just funny that there are like jacked, sunburnt schizophrenics now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like an amazing sect of like human that's like it's new.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's like people with cancer are like, okay, so I just got to go
I
to
have
like the lake.
Yeah,
I have
This is the
melanoma.
help.
What do you suggest? That's unreal.
dude. He's like this cures cancer.
It's just so funny how skeptical everyone is. Everyone's like, sunscreen was actually made to like actually fuck you up.
Yeah.
Like,
Dude,
And
Yeah.
I'm like, my mom would tell me stories like when they were young, they'd put like Coca-Cola on their bodies, and they'd put like oil on their body, like just like baby oil to like get fried.
Ah.
And it's like, yeah, but that's natural. Like people now would be like, yeah, we got to get back to that because sunscreen.
Yeah.
It is funny that we now have all these. We've never had more jacked schizophrenics.
I know.
Like there's a lot of mentally ill people that are just ripped to shreds.
Right. They're so shredded. I mean,
because they just pivoted to self-help.
I mean,
Does this video say are outside people? Oh, get outside people. I thought he was trying to do something on like the homeless situation.
That's a funny term that's a new politically correct term
Are
for
outside people.
They're outside people.
Yeah.
Like they're cats.
Don't worry about Bob. He's an outdoor person.
No, he's an outdoor person. I just leave food at the doorstep and he comes and gets it when he wants.
Dude,
Mostly
these
eats
guys
rats.
are unreal.
Yeah, they're the weirdest people on, and they're also just internet grifters. Like at their core, they're just trying to scam you.
Yeah, none of these
He has
people
a
believe
course.
any of this.
Yeah, he has a course.
They just know that it gets views.
And I just love they always have these giant beards and they're always sunburnt.
Yeah.
And they're on testosterone.
Well, test makes you, like, steroids make you get that reddish hue to you. Every guy you meet who's on steroids
They're
is
lobster.
like, they look kind of lobster.
Wait, what's
Lobster
it? Go
5.
up. Go up a little bit. What's this one? Is a good medicine. He's on a pod. We got to see him on
Yeah,
a
we got to
pod.
see. He's got his fucking rose-tinted glasses
If you
on.
look at
I mean,
a
Stock
Jesus
footage of
Christ.
Chinese babies.
Joy is their default state. Because they ride their waves of emotions, but ultimately they end up back in this joy and awe and wonder and endless curiosity.
The
right? So,
babies.
like, that's our default state. And laughter can help us get back to that default state of joy.
Go to
and
alimacofsky.com.
You should use this as your promoting
Yeah.
dates.
Oh, that's a good idea.
That's a good
That would be so
idea.
funny. He was like, so you could see me
I'm
at
gonna
New
take a
York
little
Comedy Club this
screenshot of
weekend.
this.
That'd be great if you just like you just have to like edit in you
Yeah.
listening. Like yeah. He's like, and when I saw your set, I just my tumors went
I
away.
became a baby again. Joy.
I turned into it was just moments of joy and awe and wonder.
The way, when you asked that lady where she's from, I just started shitting my pants.
Yeah.
I was just back to
I
being
just
an infant.
I blacked out and I had a diaper during.
Oh,
your
look at his
comedy.
good ombre. He's got a good hairstylist.
Ooh, my God.
Oh, no, it's
No,
someone in the back of him.
Oh, I thought he
It
had
looked
a
like he
crazy
was wearing
look.
a ponytail.
Yeah, that'd be fucking sick.
Oh, man. What else we got?
I think I got one more. This is just a nice thing. This was Slink Johnson, who famously pulled out a gun at the Comedy Store.
He upped the blame at the Comedy Store.
Which is
this
the
guy-
funniest
This guy
image.
posted a picture of him on stage at the Comedy Store with a
With
gun,
a
and he
gun.
said, when I decided to up the blamer on the crowd.
I mean, it's the funniest.
No, he's my favorite comedian.
Yeah. So I just wanted to. This is just a nice message for all our fans, for all our friends. I just wanted to share.
Anybody who we love.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, if somebody sent you this video, it's probably because they thinking about you and they care about you. They care about you enough to let you know that you's a bitch ass and you gonna fuck around and get mollywopped in the streets with that fuck shit. The only reason you ain't got your ass whooped yet is because love you.
Remember that, fellas.
Remember that.
Remember
fellas.
that,
For all the
dude.
weaklings out
Yeah,
there.
don't fucking...
What he said.
Yeah, dude, I've been trying to say that to you guys for months.
Have
Couldn't
you?
put it in words, dude.
Oh, okay, good.
That's hilarious. What a funny way to what a funny way to tell somebody you love them.
Yeah, that's how I send. That's what I do. That's what I send to my friends.
My TikTok has become like a lot of young people saying like really, like, you know, when you're like in middle school and you're really like horny.
What is your TikTok?
It's
Horny
not-
middle school?
No, but it's like a hopeless romantics. It's like these young teens being like, I know she'll see this TikTok and I just want.
Oh,
she's
I've seen those.
beautiful.
Oh,
And
my
I'm like,
God.
why is this popping up,
Dude, so many of those.
Yeah.
It'll be like a child with like the total Gen Z'd out, like total like little dangly, and then like
LED
the
strips in the
LED
bedroom.
strips and like a floopy like thing. He's clearly in his childhood bedroom.
Yes.
And he's got like sparkle effect on his face, and he's like, one good girl's with a million bitches.
Yeah.
Christoph's rock hard.
I'm like, you don't have pubic hair yet, which I love, but they're like, I can't believe she would pick me. It's like an angel landed on my shoulder, but I'm the devil.
You're really good at this.
Thanks. I've seen a
you're
lot of
too
them.
good at it, dude.
I just like.
Thank
it's
God
just-
there wasn't TikTok when you were in middle school.
Yeah, that
Oh
would be-
God! I mean, I would have done something horrible.
Oh, yeah.
No, he would have been reading his manifesto. Do you know who he is?
It would have been me in a trench coat. With, like, down with the sickness behind
Yeah.
me.
Oh,
And I'll be like,
fucking cocks the gun.
I'll be like, Chandler Johnston, this is for you. It's just me reading names. This would be my TikTok. I'm like, I'm a dark soul. I'm a twisted mind. That was my vibe in middle school.
Yeah, for sure.
No, actually, in middle school, I hadn't become mentally ill yet.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
What was the...
The catalyst was definitely puberty. I was like late onto puberty, and I was very like popular. Not popular, but I had a lot of friends, but they were all dudes, and I had no interest in talking to girls. Not because of like some like. It was literally I still was on like cooties mode till like 7th grade. I had almost no sexuality until I was like 14, 13.
That's pretty funny.
That's when you really developed.
Yeah, and then
So
I
you
got
became a
horrified to be near girls.
Yeah.
And then I didn't want to talk to anyone because I was afraid of everything.
Fair enough.
Yeah, puberty made me very self-conscious. But when I wasn't, I was just like a fat kid who was like funny and weird, and people liked me.
Yeah.
That sounds better.
It's a lot.
I would've
better.
liked
There's
that
always
one
one of
better.
those.
I think I loop back around.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was a fat, funny kid. That's a good spot.
it's a great spot.
If you're like a not-so-good-looking 13, 14-year-old,
Great spot.
hop into that fat, funny kid slot, that's nice. It's
Yeah.
there for you.
But I knew fat funny kids, and girls hated them.
Yeah, but
They despised them.
Really?
Yeah,
yeah, they didn't love me.
at least like popular, like
Yeah.
white, like
They didn't like,
oh,
nah.
they got like no. Danny's an asshole.
Yeah, they would always be like, Luke's a little mean. He's kind of mean.
Yeah, like
'Cause
no,
the guy's
he's like
he's fucking
mean.
Like, no, he's like mean. Did
He's
you
a
hear what he
fucking
said?
prick. And then, like,
Yeah.
Chandler's captain of the football team, he's like, he's a fucking hilarious. I like him. Yeah, that was the whole dynamic.
Yeah, I tried to be like the funny kid. But
You
it's
did?
not the same. Because I feel like guys have
Well-
more tricks they can do.
Were you a fat child?
No. No, but I feel like when you're like a dude who's like funny in school, it's like you pull your pants down and
Yeah.
everyone's like, ah.
Yes.
And then I'd try and do it and everyone's like, weird.
Yeah.
Weird. Put your pants back on. Gross.
It's not the same as, like,
Yeah.
I pull my balls out of my shorts.
No.
And you're like, I'll do this. Like, Allie.
You guys want to see one labia? Just one lip
Yeah.
hanging out the
I
side?
call it the shrimp tail.
Yeah.
I'm shrimp tailing, guys.
I don't like it. It's not a hit.
It's
Yeah.
not a hit.
My friend used to pull his balls out in science class. It would kill me.
It's so fun. I
every
mean,
time.
I sat in some gum.
He would just go, "Yo, Luke," and he would sit at they were big, lab style tables for like 4 people, and he'd go, "Yo, Luke," and I would just like look up from my notebook or whatever, and he would just have. He had big balls. So he just had one of his giant balls there, and you go, and you're like, "This is like that every time, man." He only really had
It's
one
so
joke,
funny.
so that one joke
rocks.
killed me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was his. You might be a redneck, fucking crushing me. With
If I pull out my balls in science
you
class.
pull out your balls in science class, you might be a redneck.
Did you ever do I sat in some gum?
Yeah, that was a funny one. It's your balls.
Yeah, it's your balls.
Yeah, you can't do that with a vagina.
No.
It doesn't hit the same.
It's not as quirky. It's also not like as easily accessible.
Yeah.
No.
Guys wear like gym shorts, their balls are right there.
Yeah, you can just pull it out of a leg.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'd have to drop total trowel.
Yeah.
That was a-
drop trow.
Really humiliating experience was there's a kid who was like really like changed by being pantsed,
Oh, yeah.
but they grabbed his boxers.
No.
Yeah, there's guys
Fully ass, balls, dick naked in the locker. It was a
There's
lot.
guys with scars on their soul from that.
It was tough for him.
There was a kid, we had a soccer game in middle school, and there was like all the parents around, and we're like on the field, like practicing before the game.
Yeah.
So it's like students, parents, everybody. It was like a lot of people there. And one kid went and pants the other kid.
Yeah.
And, yeah, boxers came down too. Just full like little dick out, pre-puberty. And the kid just who got pants, looked around, started crying, pulled up his pants, and just took off. Yeah, he just shrieked and ran.
Oh God, that's brutal, dude. I mean, I would just transfer schools.
Yeah.
I just wouldn't come back.
No,
I don't think I would come back.
But it's also so fun. Like, you have such a tiny little pee-pee at that age.
Yeah.
It's so silly.
That's what sucks. You're old enough to realize you shouldn't have a tiny pee.
Well, and
but you still have a tiny.
I
pee-pee.
feel like
Yeah.
everybody has a tiny wiener at that age, but you all know yours is small. But the funny thing is, you don't
I mean,
You
friends
don't-
of mine would always lie about that. Like,
Yes.
classic 8th grade. I was like, my dick is 9 inches.
Yeah,
And I'm like, really?
yes,
Yeah, mine's like 7.5. I'm
Yeah.
still waiting on my growth spurt for it.
exactly. Like, you could get a lot of angst out of those kids if you were like, you all have tiny dicks.
Yeah, oh,
like,
yeah.
not one of you doesn't have a tiny one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're self-conscious, you're like, mine's tiny. But
Yeah.
you need to know everybody's is tiny.
Yeah.
we should go to middle schools and tell the kids their dicks are small.
And talk about children's penises.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah, if they all just
If we
pulled
care
their
about them.
penises out,
Yeah.
then they would all know. Don't talk about it. Show me. Next time, if
It's
you're
like a
listening to
mutual-
this in middle school and someone tries to flex and say that they have a just say,
Giant
show
dick,
me.
show me.
Show me.
Yeah.
I'd love to see that.
Yeah.
I did that once. My friend in college, he told me, he's like, I'm going to be honest, guys, I have a huge penis. I have like an 8-inch penis. I was like, oh, that's crazy, Aaron. Show me your penis. And he was like, no, dude, I'm not going to show. I'm like, I don't believe you.
Yeah.
And he's like, I have a big dick. I'm like, literally show me.
Yeah.
I will look at your huge cock. If you want me to, I'll look at it. And he was like, no, dude.
So you never saw it?
Never saw it. I'm like, dude, I want to
If
see
I had
it.
a big old dong, I'd be showing everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the boys. I'm like, look at this. But
That's
not
all-
even like as a brag, just to be like, why? Like,
Isn't that
isn't
crazy?
yeah.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah.
I've met guys who will, like, pull their dicks out a lot because they had a big one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did. I played one time when I was a child. I played strip poker with these people I met on a ski trip. It was great. It was one
That's
of
so
the greatest.
fun.
One of the greatest days of my
Yeah,
life.
I did like not like a full orgy, but like on a like on a cruise ship, like a bunch of
yeah.
teens were all just making out with each
Cruise
other in a
ship,
circle.
ski
This sounds like a
trip.
blast.
Yeah,
So
that sounds
fun.
sick, dude.
I never got to
like. I
be a
got
part of it.
mono. I got mono from the cruise ship.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah. So we were all playing strip poker, and I was with this guy and his brother who we met, and he's like, he was the older
It's
brother.
just you three?
It was just us three.
No girls?
No.
Just strip poker?
No,
with
there
the
were
boys?
girls. Anyway, there were girls.
Okay.
There were 2 girls, I promise. Anyway, there were 2 girls.
You and a bunch of dudes.
It was me and 2 guys and me. And then, but the dude had a younger brother. He was like 16. His brother was 14. And then he was like, I'm going to be honest. I don't remember his name, but he's like, I'm going to be honest. Danny has a way bigger cock than me. And I was like, ah, ha, ha. Like, that's funny. That's hilarious. You're 16, he's 14. You obviously have a bigger cock than me. He's like, no, dude. When you see our cocks, it's like not even close. Like, he was like genuinely upset.
He got in
And I was
front
like,
of it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he got in front of it.
I appreciate that.
And I saw both their cocks. His little brother had a fucking piece. I was like, oh my God. Like, it was like that, like soft the size of this macro. It was crazy. I
That
was like,
seems so inconvenient.
it was like this long soft. It was crazy. It went like way past his balls. I was like, this is weird. You ever seen a long, skinny, soft penis?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Like
They're
I
always-
said, I've been ran through.
All the guys were soft.
They're all soft. They couldn't get hard.
Like, Allie, how many guys have you hooked up with? 12. They've never fucked me.
They're like soft or hard. Those are different numbers. If it's soft, I have not been ran through. They were all soft.
I'm a virgin hard.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for the right one.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for A1
Yeah.
to get hard. That would suck, dude. I did true story about me losing my virginity. I do a bit about it on stage, but it is true. I put my pee-pee in her, and then she said it hurt because she was also a virgin, and then I took it out, and I immediately went soft because I got, like, nervous.
Really?
And that
Like,
was
you
my
really went back in its
virginal
hole.
experience. Yeah. Literally, I just was like...
You got one.
I literally
you got
got...
like a
it was
half
a-
a-
yeah, it was one and done.
That counts, though.
I count, dude. I'm
Numbers
like,
of
scoreboard.
Made
Scoreboard.
contact.
Yeah, 100%.
I said
Yeah.
scoreboard.
That's a single. That's a base
yeah,
hit.
that's on
dude.
base. I'm like, I got on base.
Yeah.
Are you
I
sure you
literally-
weren't soft the whole time?
I was not soft the whole time.
I was
Because-
rock hard.
No, because I got a boner. I got.
Your first experience, you stuffing a soft dick into
I
a
didn't even
woman.
go in. I just fucking like grazed labia, and I'm like,
Yeah.
ah. Oh no, I was. She needed to stop, so we stopped. We talked. I wasn't gonna fucking be like, all right, 1, 2, 3, go back. You know. So we stopped, and she needed to chill out or whatever.
Whoa, that one pump really took her out.
Yeah, she was like,
Yeah, dude.
"Woo!"
I need a break.
She's like,
Fuck.
oh my goodness. No, she
I
was
feel
just
like I got hit by a truck. Christoph, your huge teenage cock just fucking wrecked me.
I wasn't a teenager.
All right, dude. 6 months ago.
I was 21 years old.
Aw,
Aw,
that's
that's
sweet.
That is cute.
No, I was 20. Might have been 21. It was close. I think it was right around my birthday. Talk about a good birthday gift. You guys went and got drunk. I had sex for the first time.
Because I was waiting till I could legally drink to have sex. Wanted to make sure everything was.
Yeah.
We're crossing the T's, dotting the I's there on the legality.
I want to be able to go to a
Didn't
casino.
want to get in trouble with the DA, you know. Just wanted to make sure nobody was drinking underage by the time I had sex.
Yeah, that shit was brutal, dude. I had a really tough first 23 years of my life.
It's been good for 4 years.
3.
Good aside.
One in the middle wasn't good, but
Nice. 3 good years. That's
I've
all.
had 3 good years out of 4 good years.
That's sweet.
That's not really true. It was like girls wise, it was a horrible 14 to 21, 20.
Yeah, before 14. It's not like
I was asexual until I was 14.
it's nice.
Yeah. It's not bad, dude.
I feel like your dick was asexual too. It's not getting hard.
No, it got hard, dude. It literally did. And then we had to stop, and then we just talked, and she was clearly not in the mood. You guys are fucking ridiculous, dude.
We're just going off the facts.
You guys are being crazy right
No, I'm sure your dick works great now.
Yeah, I'm sure your dick gets
now. Dude,
so
ask
hard.
anybody, bro. Ask literally
Luke
anybody.
has.
I mean, I've never seen it hard. I've
What
seen
the fuck?
Sometimes he'll lay his soft dick on me when we get a little too
When we
close.
cuddle?
over here.
I call it caterpillar.
I'll say this: I've never seen proof that his dick could get hard. So jury's out.
I will
Come on,
go-
man.
Yeah, do it.
Guys, give me look away or something. I'm fucking trying to get in the zone.
No, play that guy singing again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go back to the guy in the lake. I want to see fucking Liver King fucking shred it out.
All right.
All right, Allie.
I gotta go see a movie.
You gotta
Yeah,
go see a movie.
You gotta go see
You gotta
Strays.
see Strays.
Strays.
Starring Will Ferrell and Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
I wanna go see that,
You got
actually.
shows coming up?
Come.
Plug your shows.
Yeah, go to alimacofsky.com/shows. I'll be in Rhode Island. I'll be in Illinois. I'll be in Indiana. I'll be in Canada. I'll be in New Jersey, San Francisco,
Nice.
Illinois
Denver.
again.
I know, the scheduling is weird, but whatever.
Yeah.
All right, go see Allie.
Go see Ali
Go
Macofsky,
see Ali
everybody.
Macofsky,
AliMacofsky.com.
And as always, boys, if you're new to the show, ladies and gentlemen, mostly
Yes.
gentlemen, new to the show, thanks for joining. Subscribe, hang around, show it to your friends. You know the deal. If you're old to the show, shout out to the Weeklings. We love you.
We
Thank
love
you
you.
for your continued support.
Yes. Thank you
we'll
very
see you
much,
next week,
guys.
though.
We'll see you next week.